Right. Good evening, everyone. And thank you for joining us. I know there's people that are going to be joining us either now or shortly, but I'd really like to welcome Discovering Natural. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know we connected through Instagram. And
Yes.
basically, it's just been you're one of my inspirations in
Oh,
my
thank
practice.
you.
So I love watching your channel. Like I was saying, I came across just randomly your channel by looking for how to get rid of fairy knots because that was something that was just like crushing my hopes of
Oh, thank
having
you.
and then one thing that I did actually love about your channel is that there were two things that made me like be like a follower with the fairy knots and the mbunu. So
Mhm.
that was something where I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. So I'm glad you actually connected with me
Thank
and
you.
we were able to do this live today. So
Thank you.
just to start off with, if you tell me more about yourself, about your background, and what it exactly is that you do.
Okay, hi everyone. So my name is actually Shola, but on social media I go by Discovering Natural, and I've been doing natural hair. So my main thing is just natural hair stuff, and that's pretty much it. But I also, of course, I'm a mom of two. What else? I also do work. Okay, so I work actually I do vlogs. I have so many channels. I also coach on the side. So kind of like a jack of all trades, but pretty much I love anything that has to do with natural hair. That's one thing I'm passionate about. And yeah, so I'm so happy to be here to connect with you. And also thank you so much, Sophie, for just inviting me to come on your stage. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Shalon. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you're the queen of all trades. You do
Oh,
absolutely everything, and that was one thing where I was like, this is phenomenal. So, um, if you'd like to tell us more about your business, and also your mainly your YouTube, Amazon, and Facebook channels as well.
okay, so my main channel is Discovering Natural, which is my hair channel. Pretty much anything natural hair. I do DIYs, I do product reviews, hairstyles for my daughters and myself. And so that's Discovery Natural now. Okay, so we have another channel, which is my family channel, which is called DN Vlogs Live, which is pretty much Discovery Natural Vlogs Live. So it's like behind the scenes of Discovery Natural. And on that channel, we just do family live, the way our life is. I also give tips on parenting, relationship, and pretty much anything goes on that place. So that's where my freedom is there. I can be whoever I want to be. And then I also have an Amazon page called Discovery Natural. So that's amazon.com/shop/Discovery Natural. And on there, I go live every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Central Time. And that's where I go live and I teach people about different hair tools and hair products you can find on Amazon. And I also have videos on there, so you can go watch the videos on my Amazon page. It's a nice one-stop shop. So I do that, and Facebook, I like using my Facebook mainly, to educate people and also to share other people's content. So on my Facebook page, I introduce people to different stylists, different YouTube content, channels. So if you have a YouTube channel and you're like, oh, I want to show people, I want to, promote myself, I do that on there. But it's a wonderful place to connect. I'm all about community. So that's why I have my Facebook group, Discover Natural Group, where if you have issues with your hair, we kind of hold your hands and go, you can ask a question. Because I believe that with natural hair, you can do it alone, but you can do it alone, but you can't do it alone. It's always better to have someone else. So that's it in a nutshell. I mean, I have other stuff going on, but I won't bore you guys with it. But thank you.
You're multitasker. I absolutely
Uh,
appreciate that. And also, I think it's incredible that you do have a community and something where it's like you're not just doing something where you're actually doing videos in general. You're actually being like, no, right, we're all going to go together. We're all going to do this together.
yeah,
And just how to, in a sense, you're actually like helping people be not only for their hair but for their businesses in general. So I absolutely love that, and I think that's something where it's such a nice way to serve a community. And then and just also I can imagine being a mom and doing so many things. That's it's amazing to hear what you do. I really appreciate that
thank
so
you.
much. That's
Thank
incredible, really incredible. And what actually inspired you to get into the hair industry as well? I know you do other things, of course, but
Yeah.
mainly what actually inspired you to get into that industry as well?
Well, when I transitioned my daughter, well, my daughter, she was natural when she was younger, my firstborn, and then she was going through, children, they're crying, they're stressed about their hair, and I didn't know what to do, so I asked a friend who led me to put a relaxer in her hair. And then later on, I I knew that that was wrong, and I decided to transition her. So during the transitioning process, other parents were asking me, "What are you doing?" And I have a blog, discoverynatural.com. So I was writing what I was doing on my blog. Then people started asking me like, "Oh, show me how you do this. Show me how you do that." So I was like, wait a minute, there's YouTube. So that was back in 2011, 2012. So I started putting my videos on YouTube, and the rest is history. After I started doing that and just incorporating my children into it, building kind of like a portfolio of videos, then I was like, okay, let's build a community behind that. So that's what led me to it, just the passion of me helping other people, other parents not to go through what I went through, thinking that relaxers were the only way to go. So, yeah.
And I know that I'm just going to quickly say hi to Keisha from A Way of Life, who's just joined us.
Sure.
But no, I definitely remember. I guess it'll be the same for both of us growing up. And then,
Yeah.
when you think it's normal to be like, Mum, please relax my hair.
Yes.
But when you do your daughter's hair, that's been something that I think is therapeutic. It's so
Mhm.
much love, care, and attention
Thank
that you put into it. Even your latest video, actually doing the blowout on her
Yeah.
hair, that was just like you were like, no, don't, just be gentle. Just take your time doing the hair, and it really is like just love and attention when it comes to doing children's hair. So, and then the results, I mean, the evidence is in the results that you can see the health of their hair as well, which is amazing. So,
Thank you.
it's nice. And then, parents can take many style inspiration from you too, from that. Because sometimes I know I do speak to a lot of women who say, I don't have children yet,
Mhm.
but I do speak to a lot of women. They say, I'm not sure what to do with my child's hair. So I
Yeah.
do actually say, you know what, you've got the information there. Just actually watch Discovering Natural.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay. So the information is there, and it can be so simple. It
Yeah.
can be just down to how we're actually detangling the hair, or just the minor thing. Once you tweak that kind of routine, and then it ends up being something fun instead of something
Yes.
that you kind of panic about, or your child doesn't actually enjoy, because I
Yeah.
know I didn't enjoy getting my hair done as a child.
Yeah. I kind of, I, yeah,
Mm,
I kind of let whenever I talk with parents and they're just like, oh, I'm just so stressed out, I always
Yeah.
tell them, I said, try and look for a bonding, look at it as a bonding experience because these children, they will grow up after a while. And after a while, you'll be like, oh, you wish you had that time. And that is when you're doing their hair, is one of the most vital times for you to find out more about them, to learn more about their likes and dislikes, to kind of, bond with them. And I think I call it sitting in between the lap. Sitting, growing up, sitting in between the lap is when we're like talking. I'm like, how is school going? Oh, so what are you up to these days? And because it's just you and them, they're not going anywhere. So, and you can also
Oh,
teach them how to do their hair. So,
yeah, and
yeah.
it makes it more exciting.
Yeah.
One thing you touched on is it's not just about actually doing the hair. It's the
Mm-hmm.
whole holistic side that comes with it. Like they
Mm-hmm.
do, my memories of getting my hair done was like, no, just sit down, and the pain was
Mm-hmm.
not that my mum didn't. She grew us up in a great way.
Yeah.
However, she admittedly said, "Oh, you know what? I never really knew what to do because I
Yes.
learned from mine." But yeah, you
Yeah.
just want to get through the wash day. But
Yeah.
I love that because you're like building a memory with your
Yeah.
daughters, and it's just something that is so needed in our community in general. So I love that. And then it's like it makes the whole, I can imagine for them, the whole actual bonding moment with their mom, like that will be one of their fondest memories, I can
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll love you for actually taking care of their hair.
Now they take care of their hair most of the time on their own. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I've seen.
most of the
Yeah.
time, yeah. So I usually touch the hair maybe once a month, if so.
Oh.
Other times they take care of everything. So
They take care of everything.
yeah.
That's amazing. And I just wanted to say hi to everyone that's joined us, watching us now. Thank you for tuning in. And so that's a bit about your kind of memories like growing up and also touching on your children's hair, your daughter's hair. And what was it like for you in like going school or college or even going into work or going into the workplace with natural hair, and what was your kind of main like iconic style that you enjoyed to wear?
Okay, so for me it was quite different because although I got my hair relaxed when I was 13 years old, I didn't go natural until my oldest was, how old was she? She was 7 years old or 7, 8 years. Yeah, so I didn't go natural. And that during that time, that was when I transitioned to working from home. So I never went to the office with my hair, but one time I had to go because I do have a 9 to 5. Okay. So I had to travel to do my work to the main office and I had my hair in a twist out and everybody was like, oh, that's interesting. So but because they hadn't seen me for years, so they just never really thought. So I never had an issue. But when I did work on site, it was a twist out, always a twist out. But working from home, I have the liberty to to do and nothing with my hair. So that's the key thing, working from home. But like if I went to church or went out, it's natural is so versatile that I can have so much fun with it. So some days I'll have my hair in the wash and go, and people will say, "Did you cut your hair?" And then the next day I might have my hair in a puff and stuff, and they're like, "What happened?" Or I'll have it stretched out with the African threading, so it's bigger, and I just like messing around with people, and people are like, "Oh, why?" And I'm like, "Look, natural hair is versatile. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow."
I agree with you. You know, when you're like,
Yeah.
too many questions about our hair, and it's funny to actually play on the mindset because
Yeah.
some people think I've actually cut my hair. They're like, "Oh, have you cut your hair?" No, it's just twisted up.
Yeah.
You know, it's so hilarious. And I love the fact that our hair is versatile, and
Mhm.
that sounds incredible. And what was that feeling like when you actually um, did like transition? Was there a period where like you kind of was there a big transitioning period from the styles that you used to wear to actually going on a natural journey?
Well, for me, when I started transitioning, the day I decided to transition, I just said, I made up my mind and I said, even though I had relaxers still in my hair, I was going to treat my hair as if it was natural. So I started doing from day one, I was doing, uh, it's so funny because I tried to do a wash and go and I looked like a wet dog with the relaxed ends and stuff. It was just like, no. And then the roots was puffy and then the ends was straight. Don't do a wash and go with transitioning hair, especially when you just started, because it's not a good look. Well, for me it wasn't. But I did twist. I did a lot of twist, like mini twist, because I could put my mini twist and then put in a bun. I did a lot of roll and tucks. I did a lot of like flat twist. Bantu knots was one of my favorite because it really camouflaged really well with the relaxed and the natural. And then braid outs. So twist outs were okay, but they didn't work that superb compared to braid outs with a perm rod at the end. That was just my style. I loved, loved, loved it because my hair just did look really, really nice with it. So that was my ideal style. Braid out with perm rods at the end, then just braid out look. Oh,
Wow.
magnific.
Ooh, beautiful. Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing. And I definitely love the tip because the difference between the just the look in general from when it
yeah,
is transitioning from a perm state to a natural state,
yeah,
sometimes it's better to kind of like cut
yeah,
that, maybe cut it off, or just
yeah,
start again in general. And oh, you know what, I do love a braid out as well. So
yeah.
that sounds perfect and ideal. And I'd just like again to say hi to CODE Barber. Thank you for joining us as well. So those are like your kind of main go-to styles.
Mhm.
So what who was the who would you say in your opinion were, I know you mentioned church as well, so I don't know if that is ever a connection there, but who were the main people that you looked up to for actual as a style icon, whether it be anyone that you know personally or just anyone that you've seen on the TV? Who were your main kind of style icons?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't really have an icon. I'm one of those people that when people say, "Who is your favorite actress? Who is your favorite this?" That sometimes it takes me longer to to realize, and then I might like them today and tomorrow I might not. So, but just I don't know. In terms of styles, I just kind of go with how I feel. So I don't. I mean, there's so many beautiful people out there, in different natural hairstyles. So, and then sometimes it has to be depend on the mood. Sometimes I'm just in the mood of just putting some gel in my hair and putting my hair in a bun. And that's the mood. So I might be channeling a Shade Adu at that time, or you know, put my hair in a big, afro. I might be channeling Erica Badu. So I
Yeah.
never know.
Oh, and I love their styles
Yeah,
as well. They're very like iconic, and it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to draw influence from all different people as well. So I love that. I absolutely lovely. You know, it's perfect. So, what would you say is your kind of favorite? I know you do. Speaking of gel, I know you do. One thing that I have drawn inspiration from your DIY gels and just your creams and stuff like that, including using soothing aloe vera and also okra. So what would you say is your kind of favorite go-to products? And it can be the DIY or it could be a product that you would recommend to anyone watching, but not only for yourself, but also for your daughter's hairs as well.
Well, for me, when it comes to products, for my daughters and I, we use a lot of Kadima hair products. You can find them online, but that's the products we use most of the time. Uh, so those work really well for my daughters and I because three of us we have three different hair porosity. So I have low porosity, my oldest has high porosity, and my youngest has high porosity and my oldest has normal medium porosity. So, and that product line works great for three of us. So, in the past, what has happened is that we bought products and maybe the deep conditioner works for me, but it doesn't work for my daughter who is high porosity. And then the shampoo will work for all of us, but might be too stripping for my daughter who is high porosity because her hair is such a diva. So her hair just likes to, and her hair has very expensive taste. So, oh my goodness. And then my other daughter, her hair, you could take mud, put in her hair, and it will look beautiful. And then my hair is just like, oh, I like this. Oh, I don't like this. So, but Kadima products has been one of our favorite. When it comes to DIY, oh my gosh, I like a good DIY. My favorite right now, as you said, is okra. And I'm like so in love with okra right now because I could detangle my hair. It detangles so well. It adds moisture to my hair, and I can use it as a leave-in. I can use it as a shampoo, and just as a styler, it's excellent, like a gel. Oh my goodness, I love it. But I have so many other DIYs. Like I like my aloe vera leave-in. That one is really good too. And yeah, so many, it's so hard to pick. But
Yeah,
DIYs are mostly my favorite, to be
yeah,
honest. Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
can just
love.
go to my kitchen and whip it up, you know? So yeah.
It's so much fun. And you know what Miss Rebel said? I'm yet to find the perfect shampoo, but
Oh,
it loves conditioner. So I don't know, what would you say is your favorite shampoo?
okay. So this is the thing. This is where I get very excited. So this is the thing with shampoo, you have to be very specific because different shampoos do different things. So let's say that your hair has a ton of products in it, and you just want to go to the store and pick up a shampoo. A very good clarifying shampoo is that Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil shampoo. It's a very good clarifying shampoo in my book. So I like that one. I also like the Giovanni. I don't know if you guys have Giovanni.
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like the Giovanni 50/50 hydrating clarifying shampoo. So that one I never find it's always sold out, but that's also a very good clarifying shampoo. Then I don't use a rinse out conditioner. As a rinse out conditioner, I could use it as a like a VO5 as a detangler, but I don't use it anymore since I found okra. But but a deep conditioner, if you want to buy a deep conditioner and you don't want to whip up yours, apart from, because Kadima, you can use Kadima as so many deep conditioners and they're amazing. Like they have a fenugreek one, they have a pumpkin seed and ginger spiced one, a
Wow.
mash, so many nice ones. But if you're gonna go for the more commercial, because Kadima products are all natural, it's like making your own DIY, and I think that's why it works really well for my hair, because it's like whipping up your own DIY. There are no chemicals in it. It's pure. And if you have sensitive skin, Kadima products really works well. Um, but if you want to buy from the store, A good one that I don't know if you have Silk Elements. Silk Elements makes a good
Heard of
hydrating deep conditioner. The only
it.
issue is that it's not all natural. So if you're looking for something that is all natural, yeah. So I like that one. And then for protein deep conditioner, I like the Shea Moisture protein power protein. So yeah.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
my
I love that one too. And Miss Mo says, okra in your hair.
I
I
you should
love
say it's amazing. I tell people whenever I talk to people about okra, people are always like, some people will send me the emoji, the puking, that puking emoji, like, I said,
that.
that's fine, don't knock it. Because when everybody gets the hang that okra is the new rice water, I'm gonna go
Mhm.
to the store one day and be like, we're sold out of okra.
Yeah, and you'll say, what did I say? No, you know what? I can't stop eating it. That is
Right.
my problem.
That was my problem too.
No, I'm meant to prepare it for Joe, and then I still end up putting it in my food.
But you know what's good about okra? Let me tell you what's good about okra. And this was perfect about okra. Why I like okra is because even after removing the gel from it, you can still eat it.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's a win-win.
We can definitely eat it after.
Yeah,
That's the beautiful thing.
yeah. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like a snack actually. I
yeah,
do like to snack on it.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's why,
that's
like my DIYs, like when I make my mango oil,
oh
I,
yeah,
the mango, people are like, what are you gonna do with the mango that you infuse the oil in and stuff? I say it's candy. I'm gonna eat it. you
and
know.
when you did that, actually, that reminded me of plantain. Right,
Yeah. I made
like
banana powder, plantain powder also. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I need to get on that train. I need to
It's
start
really
eating it and putting it in here. But like there are so many recipes that I see even with the sweet potato and
yeah,
normal potato and even carrots as well. And then I
yeah,
know I'm like I need to stop, but I do need to stop eating them because I always think, you know what, I'm going to actually prepare it for my hair, and then I
yeah,
get into this laziness. So I will definitely try out. So the products that you said, that was the vegan
yeah.
range. So
That's
that
the kadema.
Kadema.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Kadima. I have a link, and because they're a bit pricey, so since I use it a lot and I'm affiliated with it, so I have a discount code Discovery Natural, and you get a discount with it. But it's really, really, I've been using that for years, even before I became an affiliate and stuff. But I
Yeah.
just use it so much that it's like, girl, you use it so much, so you might as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what I can do, and what I'm going to do anyway, after we finish our live, I'm going to put the link to the products in your description, but
okay.
I will get the link from you for your actual with your codes and stuff. So
Yeah,
people know where to go, and I'll put link it to my description. That's
yeah.
fantastic. And the thing is, hair should be a luxury because when you think about it, I know personally, I don't know if you'll agree with me. I used to spend copious amounts of money on. Sometimes my wigs would cost me like over £600, and
Wow.
that's to get it installed. So, in a sense, now I've noticed that I've really cut down the pricing
Wow.
on what I spend on hair. So, I don't know if you'll agree with me that hair should be treated more as a luxury, and
Oh
when
yeah.
it comes to our mindset in spending on these products, and I'm sure they will last a long time, right? What is
Yeah.
your kind of take on it?
Yeah, it is a luxury. Because if you look at the attachment we humans have with our hair, you know, that's why people say, "Oh, I had a bad hair day," and a bad hair day, their hair will determine their mood. Some people will say, "Oh, I can't go out because my hair is a mess." and this and that, and oh wow, I need to get my hair ready. I need to get ready. So the attachment we have with our hair, especially women, you know, it is a luxury. We and some people they don't even want any hair, and that's still their identity. Even without hair, you have your identity, you have a statement that you make. So it is a luxury and we need to take care of it. And our hair is really interesting because we'll say our hair has a life of its own. And there are people that I know that actually give their hair a particular name. So they're like, oh, you know, Kelly is just acting a fool today. Hey, and our hair will rebel. If you don't take care of your hair will talk to you and say, child, you better put some moisture in me. So we have to take care of our hair. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. And I was actually saying in my previous life that our hair, when it comes to even the nutrients, our organs get everything first. Our hair
Yes.
gets last, which is crazy. But the first thing people kind of associate us by, I know
Mhm.
Miss Ruggles laughing. I know a lot of people. The first thing they see when they see you is your the exterior, and
Yeah.
the one thing is the hair. And
Mhm.
it's just one of those things that we should, I like to say, treat it as a plant. I can't sing, but I do
Yeah.
sing to my hair. I do
Oh,
massages, and
yeah.
it's a nice way to kind of treat it as a living, breathing thing. And another thing I like to say is that I am a believer in God. I do say, as in the Bible, God does number every hair on our heads.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So, do you, and in touching with what we're saying now, do you think people's, in general, when it comes to the natural hair community, do you think our mindsets have shifted on how, on our perception on natural hair has changed on how we actually do our hair and how we actually do our children's hair in general?
Yeah, I believe so. I remember back in 2011, 2000, the way everybody was just discovering, what it was to be natural. That's why I chose the name Discovering Natural. But everybody was just like, oh, let me try this. And every YouTube videos, people in their bathroom struggling with different things. And we're more focused on learning about our hair, on sharing with the community what our hair can do. But as the community grew, as people started knowing more, then we got into, oh, I want curls. I want my hair to be well defined. Oh, I need, and sometimes people will do things regardless of the health, not thinking about the health, not thinking about what your hair can do. Your hair can do this, but maybe your hair can't do that. And you trying to make your hair do that can actually endanger the health of your hair. So we've moved from that. We've moved from Sometimes we move from some important factors like if you buy a product, what does that product actually do? Why is that product doing what it has to do? More to, okay, what is the latest product? Ooh, what's the newest product out there? I mean, I'm all for products. Give me a break. I'm on Amazon. I go live on Amazon. So I love talking about products, but I also, if you go to my Amazon live, um, on there, I'm always teaching. And I believe that when you teach people, regardless of what product they use, where they live on earth. So you can live under a tree and not have a store that has hair product, and you can still take care of your hair. Okay, because with the education that I give, I can say, okay, you live in a rural area, maybe you have cassava. You could take a cassava, you could make a shampoo with a cassava, you could do so many things. You know what I mean? So that's my own thing. You have to educate yourself So a lot of people have moved away from the education, but it's as if it's coming back again because life is a circle, you know. So people are coming back again with live chats such as this, where we're trying to educate people more, and I hope it stays. So,
Yeah, definitely. And Miss Rebel Juice says the prime will trap you.
yeah,
So, it's so true. It's like the simpler, the better. And it's kind of it's so easy. And a way of life says, she likes your perspective and mind over matter. It's
yeah,
so true. And it really does have to be, just the simpler, the better.
yeah,
And we can draw inspiration, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to do everything to achieve.
yes, yes,
It's just something to give you, you know what, you can use this product that may work, but the
yeah,
whole thing in general is not changing products like every so often, or being kind of how do you say, sucked in by
yeah,
even like the clickbait.
yeah,
And I know that's something that you that you spoke upon in one of your lives. I was just like,
yeah,
oh gosh, I love that, because I was like, am I the only one that's thinking this? I know people do talk about it, but the
yeah,
whole being that you can grow your hair in 20 inches in a day. Like, I don't think Rome was built in a day, and I don't think
yeah,
our hair growth was either. And can I just
yeah.
say hi to Roomby, who's just joined us. Hi. So yeah, I really don't think that we have to have that realistic expectation, and we can only get those results. And I know I fell foul of that, because I was like, oh no, you know what? If my hair hasn't grown down to my back like in a year, then I'm doing something wrong. But it's actually just really caring for our hair. And I only just noticed that our scalp had a pH balance, and that's something
Yes,
like, it's more about their hair health than the actual
yes,
growth itself, because then once you implement that, then you'll actually see those results along the line.
yeah, yeah. It's true. We have to educate ourselves. We can watch. Sometimes when I watch those videos, I watch them for amusement. But you can watch, but you have to educate yourself. But the thing that makes me very sad is the younger generations, kids that are in school that are being made fun of, and they feel like, oh, if I do this, it will grow my hair. And it's so funny because, I did the okra powder, and the way I titled the video was, how to make okra powder for your hair, I think body, and yeah. So the first one person asked me a question. The first question they asked was, can okra grow your hair? And in my head, I was like, no, okra is not going to grow your hair. It will help with moisture. You can use it with other things to help clean your scalp, which will give you an healthier, base. But in terms of, oh, let me just slap on some okra. Oh my goodness, I'm Rapunzel. No, that's not going to work.
It's, it's,
So, yeah,
and it
yeah,
really, it really is the routine. And I don't know if another thing that you'll agree with me is that it's nice just to go back kind of to the basics, because
yeah,
you think about it, you go into a shop, there's so many products that
yeah,
you're okay, where do I begin? That say it's good, especially for natural hair, says it's good for natural hair, and there's a
yeah.
lot of products I've tried, I'm like, well, this don't
No,
work for my hair. And
yeah,
either it's like maybe too much for my hair, or the perfumey side. I don't like over the top perfumey, I like
yeah,
more natural scents.
yeah,
So it is kind of realigning us with what our ancestors were already doing.
hmm,
They were using natural things like okra, mango,
yeah,
potato, things like that. Even the clays, like
yeah,
they were using this before, like all these products
yeah,
came
yeah,
into kind of the equation. So do you think it's something where we are going back to the basics as well? We're kind of getting in touch with our kind of roots, as it were.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a gradual shift to that, and that's why you see products going more organic, and you see products, for example, think about it. So the rice water, when I did the video years and years ago for rice water, there was no company that was making rice water specific products. Then I got contacted by a company that made rice water specific products, and within a year, nearly a lot of products like My Organics, all these people, they came out with rice water, and I'm like, and I'm not a business person. I would have bottled my recipe, and even with my okra recipe, I actually know about a handful of people that they sell their own product, and they've been contacting me like, oh, so what preservative do you have? Oh, what do I do after this? And I'm like, and as I was like, why? I asked them, I said, so why? They're like, oh, they want to sell it. And I'm like, well, this is for I use only. I cannot tell you this will last. Somebody want to know how can it last several years. I said, I make enough for 2 weeks, and my powders can last for 6 months on end. But apart from that, I like to share the information and give out the information. And I don't have time for making my own products. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things that go towards making your own products and stuff. So I leave other people to try it. But so feel free to go to my YouTube channel, DIY playlist, and grab whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. That's funny. They want to get that coin. It's
okay. I just so much stress.
Do it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I love like all the different aspects of your channel, because it is very diverse. It does talk a lot about products that you can do from home, or products that you can actually use, more so the DIY that I do notice. And do you in general, I want to kind of touch upon more of the mindset as well. And what would you kind of advise anyone that wants to actually start a natural journey and are kind of scared to start it, especially if they do have children as well? What would you kind of advise anyone that wants to start a natural journey?
My number one advice is KISS. Keep it simple, because you can get overwhelmed easily. You keep it simple, create a hair routine that works for your lifestyle and your child's lifestyle. And then keeping it simple again, when you create your routine, your wash day, keep your products simple, okay? A good shampoo, a good deep conditioner, an oil or an oil mix, a moisturizer. You can throw in a leave-in. That's it. Even gels and stuff. With children, you don't always have to add gels and stuff to their hair. And if you're thinking of stressing out yourself and you have a little toddler and you're hoping that when you lay the hair it's going to stay laid, you're going to keep on stressing yourself. So just have fun, and also, most importantly, have fun. Have fun with your hair. Yeah, and don't stress about how long, or how pulling it and trying the. Just have fun, and also I would say also join a community of like-minded people. They can throw ideas, ask questions, kind of like mentor you along the way. That's very important.
Totally. And you're a mentor yourself.
Yeah.
a community of I'm guessing men and women. So
Yeah.
you know, at least we know where to go to. And I know so Way of Life says good information. Miss Rebel Jill says I will subscribe after the live. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And Rumbi says so true, and great advice from Miss Rebel Jill. So thank you so much. And I think it's so important. Again, I do, and it sometimes it kind of breaks my heart. I know I'm not a mum yet, but you know that's one thing where I think, you know what, if we kind of just get that hit that nail on the head when it comes to saying, you know what, just leave the child's hair, leave your child's hair to do what it needs to and let it flourish, and we'd solve so many problems. Because I know there are, again, a few women that I've spoken to that said, oh, my child's hair just not growing. And then you ask the question and say, what exactly are you doing with your child's hair? And I said, you know what, the best thing to do is just leave it. And then again, I'll send on like a link, like your link, or, you know, because then they can know exactly how to just be careful with children's hair. Yes, it really is. It would solve a lot of problems, and I think that's something that it is changing so much, because we have so much access to so much information now. There's so many platforms. There's so many things that, you know, people can do. The information is more out there than what it was a few years ago. So kind of my last actual question is, in touching upon that in general, where do you kind of see, especially with your even your community, your channels, where do you see the natural hair like movement in this, I mean, even in 5 years, 10 years time?
Well, my hope is this, that we're more open to help each other and not have a diversity in who has good hair, whose hair doesn't curl, who has the perfect hair for this scenario, the perfect hair for, so many things. So my unity, even though natural hair is so diverse, my prayer and my hope is that there'll be a form of unity where people are open to continue to help each other. For my brand, Discovery Natural, I I hope that my channel, my videos keep on inspiring people to think outside of the box, whereas also learning what is inside of the box and understanding how to use what is inside of the box outside of the box. And then also to help other people that are just becoming natural, because there's so many people that don't know anything about being natural. And today might be the first day that they've ever heard of, oh, okay, what's natural? So just being acceptance of each other and helping each other out. So that's my hope and my prayer.
Yeah, and especially that's so amazing, especially for the generation coming up. A Way of Life says, I like that. It's nice for the generations coming up, because where we are we're teaching them, we're effectively their teacher in the hair care, and actually showing self-love, and just being appreciating of our own hair textures. So I absolutely love that sentiment, and that's something that I did definitely pray on too. And I do think things will change. I think you just need the right mentors. You need the right people like yourself. You just need the right people to kind of guide you through it. And there will be a shift in mindset, definitely, for the better. for sure. And so now that we're wrapping up, I just want to ask where best, now that we've done our questions and what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all your recommendations, especially for your affiliate link. I'm gonna I'm gonna actually link your channel so then people know where to go to contact you for if they want to join your community, if they actually join your Facebook, your Amazon, your YouTube. So I'll make sure I link everything and the recommendations in the video.
The last link I put out there is a link that goes to everything. The Bitly.
Perfect.
So Bitly/Discovery Natural, but you have to write it exactly like that.
Yes.
So that goes to everything. All my.
You know what? It's actually going to the private side. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna copy it.
Oh, okay. Let me. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Thank you, sis.
Oh yeah, I can't comment in the comment area.
Oh yeah. I don't know why they make it like that. There we go.
So okay.
I think I've done it right.
Yeah. So hope it works.
I'm gonna use that anyway. I'm gonna link it in the video description.
Okay.
So where I'd say, where is it best that we can actually find you again? What's your best handle that you say where people can get, even though I've just put it in there?
Oh yeah, if you just search for Discovery Natural, you can find me Discovery Natural on Instagram, Facebook. You can DM me there. Instagram, Facebook is one of the best places to DM me if you have questions. But I also have Instagram also. I'm pretty open to that. So if anybody has any question.
Oh, perfect. That's amazing. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you so much for.
You're welcome.
You know what? We actually finished like so quickly today.
Oh wow!
I'm so impressed, and I really appreciate just you taking time today to join us in the live. And I definitely, you're someone that I'm like always like, oh right, I want to try out these recipes. I need to stop eating them. So Miss Rebel Jewel says she couldn't find the page. You know what, Miss Rebel Jewel, I will.
Oh no, that's not the. Discovery Natural. I think you put the wrong place.
Okay. But
just find Discovering Natural if you like it.
On the YouTube, it's Discovering Natural. So I'll just type that in.
One word. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. You know what? I am going to link your channel anyway in my description, and then also in my Instagram post. I'm going to be putting the video out. I know they take 24 hours, don't they? So thank you so much for today.
No problem. My pleasure.
Sharing your story, and about your daughter's hair as well. There, you're all three of you. Your hair looks incredible.
Thank you.
Motivating to watch, and I definitely enjoy watching your videos and definitely can't wait to actually one thing that actually funnily enough, you did the video on the Rev Air, and all the time Shola, it's actually sold out in the UK, so I'm like, what's going on?
It's a good tool. It's so worth the investment. It's so amazing.
Wow. Definitely. So Miss Rebel Jewel says yes to Afro hair 100. Definitely. So I'd really like to thank you again, Shola. Thank you for giving giving me your time.
You're welcome.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon because I know you're in Texas. So
yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna go stand outside, wait for my daughter to come home from school.
Bless.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And I hope you have a great rest of the
Thank
evening.
you. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much for joining, and I'm so glad we made that connection. And I hope to do another actual live with you if you get a chance. So thank you so much for joining
You're
me.
welcome.
And,
thank you, everyone.
We'll do one again soon. All
Okay,
right, take care, ladies.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.